So, the saga of the sewing machine, the YAMATA FY335a. I'm going to send it back. I have not talked to them, mainly because the place I ordered it from does not sell the machine. They purchase things, which I did not know this. They do not have the product. They essentially, when you order something from them, they order it from somebody else, and that somebody else sends it to you. I do have a contact for a gentleman in California that sells these machines. He told me on the phone that they were sending them out daily. Okay. I hope, and I'm not, I don't know what happened as far as it being broke, coming broke. You know, it got here, it was broke, and then the motor's just not, it's subpar. I mean, the brushes look brand new in the machine, in the motor. So I don't know why it came broke. I'm assuming because when I had the broke pieces out, a lot of that stuff in there was rough. It had milling marks on it. So I filed that stuff down. I welded the piece back together. You should have seen the video by now. If you're not, go check it out. YAMATA 335, YAMATA FY335a is how I'm going to put the video. So I'm assuming because of the milling marks, the thing bound up. It couldn't slide up and down on the shaft. No jokes. It couldn't slide up and down on the shaft like it was supposed to. So it just broke. Something had to give. That was the weak spot. How large the grain was of the metal. If you know anything about metal, you'll know what I'm talking about. The grain structure looked horrendous on this piece of metal. So it looked like some kind of pot metal, but it actually welded pretty nice. I mean, I just spot welded it. I did use a flux core machine. I didn't have any gas for my MIG at the time, which is fine because I don't know what this is made out of. Flux core sometimes can be an advantage on that stuff. And it's really too small to be stick welding. It could have been done, but there would have been some even more cleaning between spot welds, like I did with this. And I didn't want to dump a bunch of heat in it either. That was the other reason I didn't use a stick welder on it. So what else? It's going back. I've got another machine on order. I'm ordered a Cobra Class 4 saddle stitcher. Okay, that's what I'm calling it. It's a cylinder arm machine. It's a package deal. I was actually, I'm a little upset about that order as well because I found out today that, which I knew that these were third party guys, but they're all, they seem like pretty good dudes that I'm buying it from, and they told me it'd be 2 to 3 weeks. First guy I talked to. Second guy I talked to, which is the guy that takes care of all of the money and everything, he told me 3 to 4 weeks on the Class 4 because they're getting the Class 4 out faster than any of the other machines because that is their flagship model. So I asked him for my order number. I spoke with him on the phone today. And he couldn't give me a tracking number yet because it had not shipped from the distributor, which is also in California. But if you call these people, if you're looking for a Class 4, it's coming from the leather sewing, from the leather machine company in California. Look them up. Cobra Class 4 seems like a legit machine. So 7/8 of an inch thick leather. We get that in, we're going to be doing some Hoss projects, I promise you. So stick around with us and we'll see where it goes. I really don't know what else I can tell you about the YAMATA 335. But, so I ordered it. The first guy told me it was going to be 2 to 3 weeks. The second guy told me it would be 3 to 4 weeks. And then when I called the leather machine company today, they told me it was going to be 5 to 8 weeks before I got it, because they're sending so many out. They've got the Class 26, they got the Class 3, they got the Class 4. Class 4 is easier to get than the Class 3. Costs a little bit more money, but the arm is longer on it. You can get saddle seats in there to sew them. You can get all kind of stuff in there. I'm making some tool bags, which I will show you in another video here shortly. And that's about it as far as the machines go. That's about it. Sometimes when enough's enough, you're done and you are done with stuff. So if you're looking for a leather sewing machine, you're looking for a cylinder arm machine, I hate to be negative and I hate to be any kind of way to a company. I have actually made some phone calls. Like I said, I have not talked to anybody. But we'll see how this pans out. And we'll see how the return stuff goes. But I'm gonna, obviously, I've had the time, I've invested all this time in this thing. I worked on it for 2 weeks. Thought I was gonna finally get to use it Friday. Stayed up late Thursday night. Obviously had to go to work Friday morning and waited all day to get home to come in and figure out that just changing the damn bobbin color thread out to from orange to green threw the timing off just enough. How, I have no idea, because everything was tight. Checked it. Threw it off just enough that when I put the green thread in, it wouldn't work. Now, one thing that I think could have happened there is one of the threads, when it was put on the spool, may have been tighter than the other one, so it was thinner. And I'm going to show you here in just a second what I'm talking about. Different threads, different companies, depends on what you're doing. And I'm going to show you some different threads. That's going to be in another video. You're going to have to come back for that. So, but I had to redo it Friday afternoon, got it tuned in, got it dialed in, and started sewing this bag, and started on the little bag that actually attaches to that bag, and did not like the little bag that I made, so I decided I was going to make another one, cut out a piece of leather. We're talking a period of 5-10 minutes, okay? Get my leather folded up, go to run it through the machine, nothing. Mash the gas, nothing. Why? And again, I keep saying this in the videos I've talked about this. The mechanical part of the machine has absolutely nothing to do with the motor. The only thing connecting the motor to the machine is the belt. The motor does not spin. The motor does not come on. I mean, obviously the switch comes on. The motor does not spin. The motor, it's got to be some sort of a switch in the motor, or it could be the dial switch that goes from .3,500 RPMs to 3,450 RPMs. Why anybody needs to sew that darn fast, I have not a clue. Okay, unless you're trying to speed it up and it's on a pulley reduction system, which is what I was going to do for this machine, which I did not make it that far because I just didn't. And I'm glad I didn't, because I spent that money wisely on more product to get to y'all. Be good, be safe, and come back and see us.